It feels a bit like if you stick your hands into a sock and pull the top out, you still have a sock in your hand, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny, the whole thing's funny. I used to tell jokes one time years ago. I ran out of jokes. This is a huge joke, really, in a sort of way. It's realised when the me collapses, it's realised what a joke it is. So there's liberation, or apparent liberation, brings a huge amount of laughter. Because there's this me rushing around all over the place, you know, looking for something that already is. So what the me is looking for is constantly singing to it. In this room right now, what the seeker is looking for is constantly speaking to it. Everything that's happening in this room is constantly that which is sought. But the me is always looking elsewhere for it, not for this. So it's a sort of ironic joke.
Even the perception in here finds it a little bit funny because there's some absurdity about it.
Well, yes, of course, there would be, yeah.
It has something of good English humor.
Yeah.
Good English humor.
Maybe.
So could we say the end of the seeking is the end of illusion?
Yes, the end of me is the end of the illusion of there being a me. And it's the recognition that there never was a me, but nobody recognised it, it's just recognised.
I don't know if this question depends on there being a separate self, separate self, or whatever, but it just seems like wholeness, or whatever it is just screwed up in a sense. Like, there is no purpose behind it, that's fine. It just is, that's fine, but it's just messed up so badly. Like, there's so much more pain than there is pleasure, than there isn't good and bad, I'm not saying that anything's good and bad, but there's just so much more pain in general than there is, and that's a fact.
That's the reality that's happening there. It's not a fact. See, because you're saying there's more pain than there is pleasure in the world, and that's the truth. But I have to say that, as far as I'm concerned, you're describing your reality, not anybody else's. The reality there seems to be that there's more pain than there is pleasure. And the wholeness is not in the slightest bit interested in appearing to be separate. That is simply the play of wholeness. The play of wholeness is that it is already whole and perfect and needs nothing, and within it arises the apparent appearance of something that needs something.
Wait, can you repeat that?
No. Wholeness is complete and fulfilled, and within that there seems to arise a story about something that isn't fulfilled. But it's simply wholeness appearing as that. It's a play of life. Whenever it's only me that thinks it's a really bad deal.
No, it's not a bad deal. It just is what it is.
Oh, but the me thinks it's a bad deal. Because the me is continuously trying to escape from it. And come.
Okay, well, in this whatever false experience here, right? The me isn't necessarily trying to escape from it. It's fine, you know, whatever.
Oh, really?
Right, that's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. No, honestly. But it's just not even this person. Well, okay. Is what's being said by you that that pain is that I'm implying that pain is bad because Amis dependent on Amis perception.
Well, you can only describe, you're describing the reality there, as far as I'm concerned. I can hear the description of reality, in which there's more pain than there is pleasure.
Well, I've met thousands of people.
Oh, no, come on. Now you're back into everybody else's reality, saying that they're the same. You can't know what her spaghetti is like. You have no idea what anybody else's reality is like at all. There are 7.2 billion realities in this world, and none of them know each other. They're all alike.
That's not true. You can
Oh.
tell pain when you see it. You can read body language.
You can tell pain, but you don't know what that pain is. You can't know her pain. You can say that you see that she seems to be in pain. You don't know it. You never can. So you can't know. You can't then start dictating or stating that other people are in more pain than pleasure, which you don't know.
It's not a question of whether they're in more pain or pleasure. The question is that there is a lot of pain. There's no doubt about that.
There's a lot of pleasure too. Actually, the whole thing is completely new from as far as this is concerned, because the reality is that it's no thing appearing as this, therefore it's completely new.
Fine, so the question is more directed at the pain part. Like,
Alright. I find that I have found that quite a lot, actually, yes. Minnie is asking why he seems to be in pain.
Does it being asked why it's a pleasure?
Oh, sorry?